Hello, everyone. Welcome to English with Altaf. I'm your host, Altaf.
And I'm Annie. In today's video, we'll talk about a very common problem many learners face. I want to speak English, but I always forget the words.
Yes, Annie. If you also feel like you forget English words while speaking, stay with us. We'll share useful tips and simple techniques that can really help you.
So let's get started.
Annie, have you ever been in a situation where you want to say something in English but suddenly you forget the word?
Oh, yes, Altaf. It happened so many times in the beginning. I knew the word in my mind, but I couldn't remember it while speaking.
Exactly. This is a big challenge for many English learners. They know the words, they understand them, but when it's time to speak, the mind goes blank.
That's true. It's not because they are not smart. It's because they haven't practiced enough to bring those words out quickly.
Right? Let's talk about the main reasons why people forget words while speaking English.
The first reason is lack of practice. If you only read or listen to English but don't speak, your brain doesn't get used to using the words in real conversation.
Yes, reading and listening help you learn words, but only speaking helps you remember them in the moment.
The second reason is fear. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. This fear creates pressure, and under pressure, the brain forgets even simple words.
That's so true. Fear stops the brain from working smoothly. So the first step is don't be afraid of mistakes. It's okay to forget. Just keep trying.
Exactly. Mistakes are part of learning. The more you speak, the more confident you become, and the fewer words you'll forget.
Now let's talk about solutions. How can you remember words easily while speaking?
Great question. First, you should use the words you learn in sentences. For example, if you learn the word delicious, don't just remember the meaning. Try to say, "This pizza is delicious."
Yes, that's powerful. When you use a word in your own sentence, it becomes part of your memory.
The second tip is speak out loud every day. Even if you're alone, talk to yourself in English. Describe your day. For example, I am going to the market. I will buy vegetables.
This is a great method. You don't need a partner. Just speak to yourself. This builds your speaking habit.
Also, try to learn and remember words in groups. Like, learn words related to food together. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, hungry, tasty, cook.
Yes, our brain loves connections. When you remember one word, the other connected words will also come to your mind.
And don't forget about visual memory. Use pictures or flashcards. When you see a picture of an apple and say, apple, the image helps you remember the word faster.
Here's another useful idea. Use the new word 5 times in one day. Let's say you learn the word confident. Try to use it 5 times in different sentences.
That's a smart way. If you use a word 5 times in a day, it will stay in your memory longer.
Also, don't try to remember too many new words at one time. Just learn 5 to 10 words a day. Quality is more important than quantity.
Yes, if you learn too many words at once, you will forget most of them. But if you learn a few and use them often, you will remember them for a long time.
Now let's talk about what to do when you forget a word while speaking.
Good point. First, don't stop speaking. Try to explain the word in a simple way.
For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say the thing we use when it rains.
Exactly. That's called paraphrasing. It helps you keep the conversation going and the other person will understand you.
And usually, when you describe the word, your brain remembers the exact word after a few seconds.
Another trick is to pause and take a deep breath. Give your brain a second to search for the word.
Annie, I've noticed that watching English movies or listening to English songs helps me remember words too.
Yes, it works. When you hear the same words again and again in songs, movies, or conversations, your brain starts to remember them naturally.
It's called repeated exposure. When your brain sees or hears the same word many times, it becomes easier to recall.
Also, writing is helpful. Write a short diary every day in English. Even 5 sentences are enough. It will help you practice vocabulary and remember words.
So true. Writing makes your memory stronger, and you can also review your diary later to refresh your vocabulary.
Let's give a quick summary of the solutions we shared today.
Sure. Number 1, practice speaking daily, even if you're alone.
Number 2, use the words in your own sentences again and again.
Number 3, learn words in groups or categories like food or travel words.
Number 4, don't be afraid of mistakes. Just keep speaking.
Number 5, if you forget a word, describe it simply or pause and try again.
Number 6, use flashcards and images to remember words easily.
Number 7, watch English videos, listen to English songs, and write short notes or a diary.
Altaf, I think these tips will really help people who feel stuck while speaking English.
Yes, Annie. And remember, forgetting words is normal. But if you follow these steps, you'll slowly improve and feel more confident.
Today we learned why people forget words while speaking and how to remember and use them better.
Keep practicing every day. Make English a part of your life.
Thank you for watching English with Altaf.
See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep speaking.
Bye everyone. Take care and keep practicing English every day.